Ripken World Series Championship. Next.
Fox Sports Net presents the second annual Cal Ripken World Series. Today, from the banks of the winding Wabash River near the memorial for war hero George Rogers Clark, and not far from the former home of the nation's 9th president, William Henry Harrison. We are in Vincennes, Indiana, and there's a carnival atmosphere outside of Joe Bilski Field for today's World Championship game. It's between Korea and South Lexington, Kentucky, representing the USA. Welcome to Vincennes. I'm Josh Lewin. What a terrific week it has been. These guys have been knocking themselves out, ready to compete for the big prize this afternoon. The weather has cleared, and everything is a go today. Cal Ripken will be joining us later live from Baltimore. I'm privileged to be with Cal's brother, Billy. He'll be commentating on our championship game today, and wow, what a week.
Yeah, this has been a great week, and the thing for me is when I sit here and I watch these kids play, you really lose sight. You know, you played them at the highest level at the big leagues, but there's some 12-year-old kids out here that flat out know how to play the game baseball, and it's really enjoyable to watch.
You, your brother, your dad, it's always been about the fundamentals, so maybe appropriately, we've got this team from Korea in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. This team right here will not beat themselves. Korea is a very sound defensive team. They got good team speed. They got one guy that can actually go out there on the mound and win a game for them. They're not going to beat you by hitting the ball out of the ballpark, but they got good speed, and they're going to play really good defense.
If there is a step-out guy, you're right, it's probably Do-Young Jong, number 15. He will be on the mound to start today.
Yeah, he's not overpowering, but he's not going to walk anybody. He's going to throw fastball, curveball. He mixes in his curveball pretty well, keeps hitters off balance. He's not going to blow you away, but he's not going to give you anything by walking you either.
All right, and in terms of who to watch for on the American side from South Lexington, Kentucky, another number 15, another guy that can hit a little, can pitch a little, Taylor Hatfield.
Yeah, huge homer he hit in the game to get him here. Went 3-run bomb, jumped up on a high fastball. It was pretty impressive to watch. They have a team that they can hit the ball out of the ballpark. They got their 2, 3, 4 hitters, all have the potential to leave the yard. It's going to be an interesting matchup because they can beat you with the long ball, and whereas Korea is going to beat you by running around the bases, putting deep pressure on the defense, and they're going to play solid defense.
That Kentucky team has only lost once. They're 5-1. Korea undefeated, 6-0, and poised to get that championship trophy today. We'll see what happens. A packed house here in Vincennes. They go for the championship when we come back on Fox Sports Net. The Cal Ripken World Series is being brought to you by Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road, and by Century 21, the official real estate agency of Major League Baseball. Now the Koreans have earned the right to represent the international side of the ledger today. Korea 6-0. And to introduce us to this team of 12-year-olds, Korea's manager, Dong-ho Kim.
저는 한국에서 온 감독 김동호입니다. 오늘 라인업은 다음과 같습니다.
저의 이름은 장두영입니다. 그리고 저의 포지션은 투수이며 제가 좋아하는 선수는 박찬호 선수입니다. 안녕하십니까. 제 이름은 최현주입니다. 제 포지션은 센터필더이고 제가 좋아하는 선수는 박찬호입니다.
안녕하십니까. 제 이름은 최재현입니다. 제 포지션은 캐치이고 제가 좋아하는 방송은 만화입니다.
안녕하십니까. 저의 이름은 이형종이고 포지션은 투수입니다. 그리고 제가 제일 좋아하는 음식은 김치입니다.
안녕하십니까. 제 이름은 정두상입니다. 제 포지션은 허스트입니다. 그리고 제가 야구 다음에 좋아하는 스포츠는 농구입니다.
안녕하십니까. 제 이름은 우선진입니다. 제 포지션은 3루 베이스고 좋아하는 선수는 칼리켄 선수입니다.
안녕하십니까. 제 이름은 조용호입니다. 제 포지션은 유격수이고 제가 제일 좋아하는 과목은 잉글리시입니다.
안녕하십니까. 저는 조한욱이라고 합니다. 그리고 저의 포지션은 이루수이고 제가 야구 다음으로 좋아하는 운동은 태권도입니다. 안녕하십니까. 저는 한국 대표 박연솔이라고 합니다. 저의 포지션은 레프트 필더이고 제가 미국에서 좋아하는 선수는 칼리켄이라고 합니다.
I heard Cal Ripken in there. This could well be the Yon Sol Park show coming up. A little gratuitous Cal Ripken mentioned never hurts. Let's check the starting defense now, brought to you by Chevy Trucks. For this Lexington, Kentucky team, they're 5-1 in this week-and-a-half-long tournament. Hatfield, the man on the mound, and must give them innings. We should mention he's already given them 3 innings this morning. More on that in just a moment, but here's Taylor Hatfield, scouted by Billy Ripken.
Yeah, he throws firm, but not overpowering. He's going to be a guy that kind of come after you, mixes in a little two-seam fastball to try to get ground balls, and he uses a knuckleball as a changeup. Kind of a little unusual for a youngster to use, but it's just a little change of pace.
And because of the rain and lateness of the hour, Lexington had to play its semifinal game not yesterday, but just 5 hours ago. Hatfield was on the mound for 3 innings of that 6-inning game. Yes, we play 6 innings here. A 4-2 win for Lexington over New Orleans to advance to the championship. And that's a strike, so says Paul Buckner. He's your home plate umpire. And immediately, this matchup that we were looking forward to, Du Young Jung and Hatfield. Hatfield wins out, gets the ground ball, is to the bag.
It's a nice little play right there. It's very rare that you'll see a 12-year-old get off the mound and go over there and cover first base on a ground ball to the first baseman. They did that pretty well right there.
Billy, is it safe to say that not just Taylor Hatfield, but this entire South Lexington Kentucky team has got to be reasonably on fumes right now? They are playing essentially a doubleheader today.
I think if it was me and you, we'd be on fumes, but they're 12. I think they can bounce back and do this. They're pretty excited about this game. It was a huge win for them early this morning. They looked pretty good when we looked at them before the game.
Anju Sheth is the batter for Korea.
I believe that was his little knuckleball right there. He tried to throw up there as his changeup.
Taylor Hatfield's dad is the first base coach for this Lexington team, and that's the man that taught him to throw this knuckleball a year ago.
Good fastball right there.
Spots it on the corner, and the count now 1-2. There's Mr. Hatfield. Has a pretty good knuckleball himself.
Oh,
upstairs, yep.
Climbed the ladder on him right there. Didn't have much chance to get that one.
2 down, top of the first inning. Keep in mind, Korea put 5 on the board in the first inning yesterday.
At this pitch right here, he's coming with the high gas. Bit out of the strike zone, can't reach that one.
Jae-hoon Sheh, no relation to Hanju Sheh. And we remind you that Cal Ripken will be joining us when the Orioles are done with their game with the Toronto Blue Jays today.
Hadn't found his knuckleball.
Cal has kind of made it here already. Handing out 5,000 pictures of Cal today. There's a fastball outside. We should mention, Billy, the population of Vincennes, Indiana is 19,000. 5,000 of the 19,000 are in this park this afternoon.
It's a good percentage to come out to watch a baseball game, isn't it?
We got a real break with the weather, too. We saw just about everything except a tsunami last night. 88 degrees and sunshine. That ball poked out of play.
Their high fastball. It looks on our scouting report we had him as a two-seam fastball, but looks like today he's feeling a little fresh and strong. He's bringing the high heat.
3 innings of 2-run baseball this morning, and bouncing right back this afternoon.
Oh, got him.
Shaves the corner. That'll do it. 2 strikeouts in the inning. And if they're on fumes, they're not showing it early. Lexington coming up in the bottom of the first, representing the USA. South Lexington, Kentucky is representing the United States in this, the championship game, the Cal Ripken World Series. With a win this morning, that was a measure of revenge for Lexington. Last week, Lexington lost to the Lakeshore entry from outside New Orleans, Louisiana. They avenged a 4-3 loss with a 4-2 win. And now running out the lineup, the manager of South Lexington, Don Warner. Let's meet and greet right now.
Hi, my name is Don Warner, manager of South Lexington, USA champions. Here's my starting lineup.
Hi, my name is Eric Mueller. I'm playing second base today, and my favorite player is King Griffey Jr.
Hi, my name is Taylor Hatfield. I'm pitching today, and my favorite player is Derek Jeter. Hi, my name is Joe Levinson, and I'm playing center today, and my favorite player is Barry Bonds.
Hi, my name is Tyler Oliver. I'm playing first base, and my favorite player is Mark McGuire.
Hi, my name is Jason Langford. I'm playing shortstop today. My favorite player is Juan Gonzalez.
Hi, my name is Chad Kruger. I'm playing catcher today. My favorite player is King Griffey Jr.
Hello, my name is Tyler Pauley. I'm playing left field today. My favorite player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Thomas Royce. I'll be playing third base today. My favorite player is Chipper Jones.
Hi, my name is Casey Lucchese. I'll be playing right field today, and my favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
The Jeter references outnumbering the Ripken references, but I know you're cool with that, Billy.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that.
The defense brought to you by Chevy, and you know, we'd highlight somebody for you here, but no matter where you look, it's solid.
They got some pretty interchangeable parts out here. The one guy that I will talk about is the shortstop. He just made some plays during this tournament that it wowed me to realize that he's only 12 years old, because he played a little bit beyond his years.
Now, speaking of which, on the mound, Do Young Jung, and at 12 years old, well, he can pop that fastball like he's a lot older than that, can he?
He throws good. You can tell he's very well coached when you watch him warm up. He's got a very slow and deliberate first step, but he's going to throw a fastball and a curveball today. He gets ahead of you. He's not going to give you first base. He's going to make you earn it because he's got a real solid defense behind him.
He blasted a home run off the picture of Cal Ripken yesterday out beyond the left field wall.
Hit him right in his mug too. No, he had a outstanding at bat yesterday when he hit that homer. I was sitting there watching. I said, I don't know what he's going to throw him now, but whatever he did throw went over there in the left field bleachers.
Well, it gets underway with Eric Mueller. He's just 2 out of 18 in the tournament, but has scrapped his way on with a walk or 2. And he eyeballs a strike from Jung.
Strike one. You're going to see that a lot today.
You mentioned Do Young Jung has the curveball, too. It told us he's only been throwing it since March, the day that he turned 12.
I think that's good. Youngsters, I think the misconception is you have to have a good curveball and you have to start throwing it early, but what you have to do is throw the fastball enough to develop a little arm strength. Then you can get to the breaking ball, and I think they brought him along nice.
Mueller with a chopper. And handled quite easily for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Now here's how this Lexington team was able to move along. We mentioned the avenging of the loss to New Orleans. A very exciting 4-2 win this morning. And in essence, a double dip now. They come right back this afternoon. The man that really helped put it away for them is the man who's to the plate right now. That is Taylor Hatfield.
Those teams were very evenly matched when you watch that game, and this guy caught up to a high fastball and hit it over the center field wall for a 3-run homer.
That was in the 5th inning of the game. Hatfield named to the all-tournament team as a pitcher. He is also hitting right at 500. Now, by the way, Don Warner, the coach of the United States team, is mic'd today. And we'll try to listen in when and where it's appropriate.
Trail behind 3-0. He's making my scouting report a little bad right here.
Smart Joe, be smart, Joe.
But he was probably here, and he saw that ball that went over the center field fence in the earlier game. Maybe he's going to be a little careful of this kid.
See if he swings on 3-0. He does not at 3-1.
He's going to turn it loose right here if he gets one he likes. Amazes me watching these tournament games that how disciplined these kids are at home plate and how well they swing the bat. Oh, that's a good swing.
Disciplined also. Whenever there's a disagreement, the man on deck, Joe Levinson, was hit by a pitch in that game this morning and initially was not awarded first base. But it seemed like, Billy, he did it just right. He simply showed the home plate umpire the bruise. Didn't hop up and down about it, but just tried to state his case.
And you like to see that. I mean, obviously, the kid can't pinch himself and make his arm look like that. And the umpire saw it, and he said, yeah, you're right. It did hit you.
Well, and just in case he needed help, Taylor Hatfield, the man at the plate, tells us he has aspirations to be a lawyer someday. So
easy. We don't have lawsuits.
Hatfield turned 13 yesterday, but qualifies for the tournament.
Oh, got him with the all-speed pitch right there.
Hooked him, and down he goes.
He had 2 real good swings at his fastballs. Kid had a couple of real good swings at a 3-1 fastball and a 3-2. And you see he took a little bit off with the curveball right there and got him.
Now batting the center fielder.
Got him out in front a little bit, swung before it got there. It's a good pitch.
Oh, you talked about the thump 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. Here's number 3.
This kid can leave too.
Joe Levinson, who under normal circumstances, Billy, would have been the starting pitcher in this championship game, but we mentioned he was hit on the right wrist in the 4th inning of this morning's game. So of all things, he's in center field where he's still got to throw.
I tell you what, though, he made a real good play in the 6th inning of that game. New Orleans, they can swing the bat, and they lead off in the bottom of the 6th at a line drive to center. He comes in to make a great play to start the inning. Tide could have turned right there if he didn't make that play.
Lexington pulling off the upset in the quarterfinal round before they drew New Orleans, dumping previously unbeaten Oakland, California, with its stars A.J. Simmons and Darius Chappell.
That right there probably, in my opinion, proved to be the upset of the tournament. When I saw Oakland in, they just had some really big boys, and they had 2 guys that threw pellets from the mound. But New Orleans got on them. South Lexington got on them.
This ball twisting out of play into the crowd. And that's been part of the fun. I mean, not just the international competition, but from all points on the map in the U.S. as well. There's been a lot of crossing over, the mixing and the mingling. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
I think that's what this tournament's all about. You get these kids together. There's a breaking ball again, reached out.
And Cho vacuums it up. He does not have a play. It's an infield hit for Levinson.
Big man getting down the line a little bit right there.
Yeah, the wrist is banged up, but the legs still work just fine. First base runner of this afternoon's championship game.
Throws him a little breaking ball right out here. Reaches out just to protect with 2. Hits it off the end of the bat. Shortstop did everything he did that he could do, and he made a wise decision by not throwing it when he looked up and saw the big man getting down the line. No sense in forcing a play right there and throwing the ball away.
Cleanup man Tyler Oliver. And he pings it into left. Yep. Into the outfield it travels for back-to-back 2-out hits. And the opportunity presents itself now for the shortstop, Jason Langfells.
Here we go, Jason.
He's the leading hitter on this team.
Coach told us last night that he's probably hit the ball the hardest in this tourney. He said even his outs are hard. He said he's really been swinging the bat well. He's in a position right here to do something big in the 1st inning of this game.
Langfells, who lists Kenny Lofton as his favorite player, requested the number 7 in his honor. Do Young John with some heat upstairs.
Get that swing down. Let's go.
Although not overpowering, when you throw a fastball up and the guy might have breaking ball in his mind, there's no way he's catching up to it. He throws firm. He's just not throwing raw gas. But up there, that's tough to get to.
We were told 110 kilometers an hour. With that fastball, it'll be about 70 miles an hour.
I'll let you know next time I'm speeding.
In Toronto. That ball gets away. And we've talked about how well the Korean team runs the bases. This time, alertly, a couple of U.S. runners moving up on what'll be a wild pitch.
It's an awful tough pitch for these young guys to block as a catcher when you're sitting down there and you got a breaking ball in the dirt.
Nothing in the dirt.
Count 1 and 2, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Solid shot to first. And the race to the bag. Safe the call. USA in front in the 1st inning.
You saw it earlier with South Lexington, how the pitcher got over there and covered first. And in this instance right here, the pitcher got off there a little bit slow. Maybe hoping the first baseman was going to get there.
Okay? I'm going running. They might have any kind of trick play. Just outsmart.
It's a great play by the first baseman to make the play. See, the pitcher was still kind of hanging on the mound and wouldn't have got there in time. Nothing the first baseman can do right there. Kid hustling out of the box. Touches home plate easy for the first run right there.
And immediately now, a conversation ensues right along the baseline. Dong-Ho Kim will chat it up with pitcher and catcher, really the two leaders of this team and best friends as well, this battery. Number 15, Do-Young Jong, and the catcher, Jae-Hoon Shea, who can also pitch, by the way.
It's nice to have your best friend being the catcher if you're the pitcher.
Now batting the catcher, Chad Kruger.
Chad Kruger, not Chad Kruger. Runner takes off from first to second and no throw. Now Korea has been trying to play just like that throughout this tournament, kind of a drop and dive thing where the runner from first will get a halfway down and hit the deck, allowing the runner to sneak home from third. Second stolen base of the tourney for Langfelds.
It really surprises me with Korea's skills, why they wouldn't try to throw down. I've watched them in infield. They have the ability to throw it down to second and have that guy catch it and throw it back to the plate. Just giving them a stolen base and putting a man in scoring position kind of surprises me. Now, that's a good fastball right there.
We should mention that Do-Young Jong's father is monitoring the game back in Seoul on the internet. It is just past 5 in the morning in Seoul right now. Fastball gets away. And thundering on in, it is now a 2-0 lead for the U.S. The big guys are running around the bases. First Levinson scores, and now Tyler Oliver.
See a fastball right here in. Our catcher got just a little tad lazy on that one. That's a ball that he should have probably handled. Got by him, the big fella. Rumbling. Scoring the second run of the game.
Well, the two biggest players on the team have been the two base runners that have made it happen here in the bottom of the first. And a 2-2 count meantime at Chad Kruger. Does not chase, and he works it full.
It's a big pitch right here. Big out for the Korean team to get right here. You got to try to stop the bleeding a little bit and only give up the 2.
Down too low. And the inning continues.
That's that patience right there once again. I mean, that's not a pitch that is that far off. And he took it like he knew what he was doing right off the bat.
Pass ball, you're gone, okay? Pass ball, you're going to get in. Be smart, see what they do. Be smart, okay?
Tyler Polley is the hitter. Now, Tyler has struck out in 5 consecutive at-bats in this tournament. Runner taking off from first to second, and the throw is back to the pitcher and not down to second base, so that's twice they've done that. This time it is Kruger who jogs on into second, and we mentioned Polley in kind of a slump right now the last few days, but puts this one in play. And as it ends, it is a 2-run first inning as we get ready for Cal Ripken's grand appearance live via satellite. The Orioles are done. We're just getting started here in Vincennes. Last year in Mattoon, Illinois, West Palm Beach and Korea met in the inaugural game of the Cal Ripken World Series, played before 7,000 fans. West Palm Beach's Donald Gunn was the MVP. He tossed a complete game 4-hit shutout. He struck out 14 batters, even had an RBI double, which proved to be the game-winning hit as the American Division champs defeated Korea 3-0. And this year it is already 2-0 in favor of the U.S. entry. And the manager for Korea, Dong-Ho Kim, called his team together moments ago. It's kind of ironic. Yesterday, in the semifinal game, they ran Team Canada into submission in the first inning. 4 stolen bases, couple of wild pitches, 4 errors. And a huge 5-run outburst to pretty much cement it early. It turns around completely for them today.
That is the amazing thing, because I said at the opening, the Korean team won't beat themselves, and they look just a little bit lackluster out there.
Hyung-Jun Lee, maybe the best contact hitter on this team, and maybe a bit unusual. I know you talked to Coach Kim yesterday, asking him why put your best contact man at cleanup. He doesn't necessarily have the best power.
You have your best hitter, he's hitting leadoff, and his theory was that he was going to get better pitches to hit because you can't pitch around the guy when he's starting off the game. It is a little bit unusual, but if you have your best hitter up at the front of the lineup hitting leadoff, you might get him one more at bat, during the course of the game, or maybe 5 more at bats during the course of a tourney right there, and that might help the team.
No contact here, but a walk, and they do need base runners, down 2-0. Yeah, these sole survivors, they not only have survived, they have flourished all the way through.
And if you look what they've given up, 3, 2, 4, 0, 1, 1. That's a sign that they don't walk anybody, don't give you free passes, and usually play mistake-free in the field.
Now the batter is Do-Sun Jung, who, like Cal Ripken, lists basketball as a strong second favorite sport behind baseball. And we asked Coach Dong-Ho Kim, this one getting away from the catcher Kruger. We've already seen 3 wild pitches in this game. We asked Coach Kim to describe Do-Sun Jung to us, and he told us simply, Hashim Seda. He is strong.
He is strong.
Clubs this one out of play, right over by the batting cages, and that's another thing Coach Kim was adamant about with us yesterday when we sat with him, the need to get into those cages on an everyday basis.
You have to hit, but we've had such bad weather here that they were forced to go into the cages, and he would probably rather be outside. He said the guys were losing a little bit of feel there in the cage. It's a little bit different environment, but to have a facility like this here with 4 full cages in it really helped us out a lot here with the weather.
2-2 fouled off in this facility, Joe Bilski Field. Joe Bilski worked to build this complex back in the 50s, and the legend has it, just back from World War II, Mr. Bilski pitched 10 innings of no-hit ball in relief in a 17-inning game. Texas and Boston could have used that last night, the 18-inning game.
It's not what you bargained for when you're a reliever. You come into a game to end up doing that.
Well, they talked about Mr. Bilski's can-do spirit, and that still thrives here in Vincennes. That ball punched into right, and it will drop. And around to third is Hyung-Jun Lee. Holding it first is Do-Sun Jung, and now Team Korea has something going in the top of inning 2.
And this is exactly what Korea should be trying to do right now after giving up 2 runs in the first inning and not really playing as well as they're capable of. They got a little rally going of their own.
6-2-3-8.
Korea beating Langley, British Columbia, the Canadian representatives, 6-1 last night in the rain.
That was something, because they got 5 in the first, with the errors that you mentioned, and that's a knock up the middle.
To make it a 2-1 game. And as things tighten up here, we're able to get it out to Baltimore. Cal Ripken, Cal Ripken able to join us now. The Eye Black still working after a 5-1 loss, unfortunately, today. Cal, thanks for joining us. How you doing?
Well, it's my pleasure. Things didn't turn out too well for us here at Camden Yards, but I'm anxious to see how the game's going with you guys.
Well, I tell you what, you have missed just a lot of fun the last couple nights, the wet weather notwithstanding. As this ball is looping towards left.
Nice little play right there.
Tyler Polley up to grab it and quickly gets it back in. Cal, we've been talking about this Korean team, and I know when you watched the game from that exact vantage point last year, you marveled at how well fundamentally Team Korea came out. Looks like the same kind of team this year.
I would imagine that seems to be their reputation. They were very fundamentally sound, very strong on defense. All their bunt plays or all their cutoffs and relays, they were lined up very straight and nice. They caught the ball, they threw the ball, and they didn't beat themselves. And I would suspect the same is true right now.
kind of ironically, Bub, they made a couple mishaps in the first inning that cost them a couple runs, and so uncharacteristic of them because I've been watching them. They make plays that I marvel at because I realize they're only 12 and they do things pretty impressively.
Well, fill me in. There was a mistake in the first inning that cost him a couple runs?
First baseman made a really good play up the line, and the pitcher didn't get over. We saw it in the top of the first with South Lexington. The pitcher did get over and cover on a ground ball to the first baseman. It was done very nice, and then the pitcher just didn't get over for Correa, then mixed in with a wild pitch and equal to a couple runs.
Now we've seen four wild pitches in this game to this point right now, 3 from one side, 1 from the other. And that one flying up and away. The count goes to 2-2.
You know, all great defensive teams make mistakes every once in a while. We're all human beings.
Cal and Billy Ripken together back in the day. This one is chopped up the line. That's going to be a tough play. It drops and everybody's safe. We're tied. I was just about to talk about Rip, you and Billy up the middle a few years ago, combining for what, only 11 errors back in 1990. And up the middle, both these teams quite solid as well. This ball never got up the middle. It just dribbled to third.
This is a perfectly placed chopper, a little swinging bunt. Tried to make a bare hand play. Not much you could do right there. Maybe better judgment when you look at it. The third baseman should have probably called in and came in and called him off, you know, emphatically said, I want it, and see if he could make the play because he'd had a better angle on that.
Hey, guys, give me the atmosphere that's there right now. I'm at Camden Yards. We had a pretty energetic crowd there, but I feel some excitement way out here. I can't get a real good feel, but that's a beautiful place. It seems like the fans are kind of enjoying this game early on.
Rip, let me tell you something. The attendance today is 6,238. The entire town has a population of 19,000. So 30% of the town is here today. And you get the sense that if there was somewhere to park, there would be even more than that.
That's a beautiful facility. I had a chance to be there for the whole day, I guess Monday, and take it all in. But nothing replaces the excitement of the final game.
And it is, as you know from being here Monday, just an electric atmosphere. The entire town has literally opened its doors and opened its arms to welcome in these visitors, not just from the United States, but from Korea, from Australia, from Italy. 1-2 pitches high. Cal, I think, I mean, we look, for example, when Italy played Minot, North Dakota, you've got Omar Ferrari shaking hands with Creighton Bachmeyer. And it just all seemed to make sense, you know?
That's why we have Josh here. That's a little bit too deep for me. I can't come up with that.
The kids,
so the Oakland team got upset?
They did.
Yes, they did.
I thought when we were there, just seeing a couple of those guys, and especially the big man that won the home run contest, I thought that they were going to be a team that was tough to beat.
They ran into a club that they can swing the bats. These boys from South Lexington, Kentucky, they can swing the bats a little bit, and they got a couple guys in the heart of their order that they don't have any problem leaving this yard. And one of the guys climbed up on a guy's good heater and hit a 3-run homer off of him.
Comebacker, and Hatfield's on a race after it. And the ball ends up getting away. Another run trots home. Korea bouncing back from a 2-run bottom of the first. They now have a 3-run top of the second.
This is a play right here that you'd really like to see a different decision being made right here. Ball's coming back at him. He knocks it down. He can come over and pick it up, and if he makes the right judgment and throws to first base, he's going to get the guy out. You need to take some outs in that situation instead of trying to force the issue at second. Now you got the big man up for Korea, and he is pretty much their only threat as far as leaving this place, and he's a pretty good hitter.
Do Young Jung is his name. He did hit a home run yesterday. In fact, Callie hit it right off the 1980 version of your picture out there in left center field.
That's a beautiful picture, isn't it?
It was in 1980.
Well, that one's drifting in outside. There's a picture of a Cal Jr. circa 1980.
This kid had such a good at bat yesterday when he hit that homer, and he was taking pitches that were close. Finally got one to his liking, and he didn't miss it.
And Cal, we should mention this man on the mound. is a pitcher slash shortstop. He was telling us that he really prefers shortstop because he gets a chance to play every day. That doesn't sound familiar, does it?
It sounds really familiar. I was just watching him. I was going to ask you about him. His mechanics are pretty sound. I was wondering how hard he's throwing.
That's a great throw in from right from Lucchese, but too late. As that ball chops into right field. Correa's got it going on. And Billy, I'll ask you about the mechanics. I mean, this guy, Hatfield, was not supposed to be the starter. He's already pitched 3 innings this morning. And it looks like a change is going to be made right now. He's being affectionately led out towards left center. And of all people, it's going to be Joe Levinson coming in. And Cal, you'll appreciate this. Joe, this morning, was drilled by a pitch. Hit him in the right wrist. He's had it iced for the last 5 hours. And initially, we were told no way would he be able to go. Would he be able to take the mound today? But he's going to suck it up and get out there.
It's the beauty of being 12, isn't it?
Some people would think that that's old school, but there's a lot of people that have that sort of attitude and behavior. In this particular situation, there's no game tomorrow, so you have to let it all hang out right now.
And talking about the tournament a little bit, Cal, I mean, just to clue everybody in, it's not just a weekend warrior tournament here. These kids have been here for a week and a half, and they've gotten the full complement of it. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Tell you about Levinson, too. We've got to take a quick timeout. We'll come right back. It is now Correa on top. Correa's gone on top 3-2 now here in the championship game of the Cal Ripken World Series in Vincennes, Indiana. And we get you to the Rawlings trivia question. Not a huge stunner here. It is Cal related. How many times has Cal won the Gold Glove Award? And Cal, no hints. We'll get you the answer coming up. That is the live version of Cal on the left. That is about a 20-year-old version on the right, correct?
The eyes are still blue, but a lot has changed.
I can only say one word, and that's wow. Okay.
Cal Ripken's 41st birthday is just a couple days back in the books.
Okay. Sorry, dude, I missed it. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Okay. I was down here.
No, we got that over with.
Yeah, that's good.
Anju Shet chasing one from the relief pitcher Joe Levinson.
Joe doesn't look like his wrist is bothering him much right now on those first 2 pitches.
Right back, and the umpire flinched but wouldn't give it to him. 1-2. I want to congratulate Cal. The streak is alive. 14,977 days in a row that he's been alive. A rip and a miss. That's 2 out now here in the 2nd inning.
Well, he's come in to put the fire out here so far. Got 1 more out to get.
He's on a little 3/4. Bringing a little bit of cheddar. Doesn't look like his wrist is bothering him.
What do you guys, momentum is a funny thing in baseball because the pitcher can control it so much. But in youth baseball, it plays a bigger factor, I think.
I think what happened is the Korean teams gave up a couple of them in the 1st inning. The coach had a little talking to him.
And apparently it's worked. Correa racing back with 3. They've got the lead, and will return in just a moment. It is Korea 3 and the United States 2, the championship game. Monday was an exciting day here in Vincennes as Cal Ripken Jr. came to town to mingle with fans and witness the Century 21 Home Run Derby. The big winner, Oakland slugger Aaron Simmons. Next up, an all-important contest for the kids. Hey, we said kids. The Big League Chew bubblegum blowing contest, which was won by Gary Thompson of Edison, New Jersey. A fun day for everyone earlier this week on Cal Ripken Day. Nice job with the bubbles here, Rip.
I couldn't get one bigger than 2 inches.
Cal Ripken joining us live from Baltimore. This is the division of the Babe Ruth League that bears his name. And Cal, I know this is a traveled road for you. You've talked a lot about this already, but can you describe the feeling initially when you learned that there would be a Cal Ripken division?
A little scared, a little shocked, a little nervous about it because that's a tremendous honor. And I didn't know what to make of it. I felt good about it, but normally that kind of honor is reserved for people that have long since left us. And then I started thinking about it, and I thought, what a wonderful opportunity. Baseball's been my life. It's been something that I really want to pass on, and I'd like to use the platform in which Major League Baseball has provided to really make a difference. And with this league, I do have a chance now. I have a wonderful chance.
And it's funny, I mean, Babe Ruth, like Cal Ripken, a Baltimore area native, like Cal, a man who lived to play baseball, but also to brighten the day of those around him. It seems like you've got the Midas touch. You come to Vincennes, and I know the town took to you. It seems like you were kind of taken with the town as well.
Well, to me, it's all about the kids. And yeah, we can create a little bit of a stir. I can bring some resources into the league, but it's all about the league. I mean, it's all about the kids. I want them to enjoy the experience. I want to alleviate some of the pressure. It's supposed to be fun, and that's what we're trying to make it.
It's amazing, 471,000 plus players in the age group, appropriately for a guy who's got children in that age group between 5 and 12. The hitter to lead it off for the U.S. in the bottom of inning 2 will be Thomas Royce, and we should mention he was originally left off the lineup card in this game. The manager, Mr. Warner, told us that's not nerves. He's just tired. He just flat out forgot to put him on there.
Yeah, but here's an opportunity. If things like that happen, here's an opportunity for him, and he can come up and he can do something big in a game, and that'd be the big joke at the end of it all. He can get on his manager and say, "You didn't even have me in the lineup today."
That's very true. On all winning teams, everyone contributes. There's a new hero every day, and sometimes the opportunity presents itself, and you take advantage of it.
And Royce came in to close the game, of all things today. He's not normally a pitcher, but he threw a near-perfect 6th inning this morning. That's another thing we should pose to baseball's Iron Man. This is kind of an Iron Man team here today from South Lexington, Cal. They are playing a doubleheader.
Well, that's a tough way to go. But when you're young, I think you can play 2 games, 3 games, 4 games. It doesn't matter. But I can tell you, at 41 years old, that doubleheader is a little bit harder now.
I was talking to the kids, and wake-up call at 6 in the morning because they had one at 9 this morning. So these kids have been up for a while.
Clipped foul by Royce, and he still hangs around. Josh Lewin with Billy Ripken and, of course, Cal Ripken. The second Cal Ripken World Series championship game. Last year it was the U.S. over Korea by a final of 3-0. Right now Korea leads 3-2.
Good breaking ball right there.
Ooh. That was nasty for any leg.
This kid, he throws his breaking ball for a strike. Felt off a couple heaters, comes back with a breaking ball way out in front. It's a good pitch. This guy knows what he's doing on the hill.
And the right fielder, the next to come up, that'll be Casey Lucchese. Drops down the bunt. And went over to first, 2 down.
It was a good idea, just a little bit of bad direction right there. There's a few other places he could have put that and got a knock, but he's just trying to get on base right there and start something. Unfortunately, it just rolled right to the first baseman a little bit too hard.
Lucchese, by the way, tells us his favorite player is Derek Jeter. Rip, is that all right?
Oh, yeah, by all means. I think my favorite player might be Derek Jeter right now.
No shortage of great shortstops from which to choose in the American League right now. That's banged to third. And the throw.
That's the Korean team right there. They catch the ball, they throw the ball where they're supposed to and make good plays.
Sun Jin Oh.
That's that fundamental aspect of defense. Catch it and make a good overhand throw to first base.
And the score stays 3-2 at the end of 2.
It's back.
The second Cal Ripken World Series championship game. They're playing for this trophy this afternoon. The team representing Korea, they're from Seoul. The team representing the U.S. from South Lexington, Kentucky. And a packed house here in Vincennes, Indiana. Who knows which of these players will emerge? But from the Babe Ruth League, which is celebrating that 50th anniversary this season. Well, you look at guys like Nolan Ryan. How about Dean Palmer and Reggie Jefferson being on the same team out of Tallahassee?
I hope they won that one.
Those poor 2 guys in the middle.
Yeah, I hope they won that one.
Underway now in the third. Jae-hoon Shep, who's got one of the two Team Korea home runs in this World Series.
Joe's come in and he's been throwing hard and he's been throwing strikes. He looks like he means a little business.
Joel Levinson relieved Taylor Hatfield, who went just an inning and 2/3. And time requested. Kruger, the catcher, going out.
What could they be talking about now after the first two pitches? 2 strikes. Usually you go out when it's 2-0 and 3-0.
I hope they don't try to trick him after the first 2 pitches.
Stay with what works.
Yeah, unless he went out there and said, hey, this is working, let's do that again. And they did.
Absolutely. Levinson, no ill effects from that bruised right wrist, apparently. One down here in the top of the third. Let's get you back to that Rawlings trivia question while we have the chance. We had asked about a little Cal Ripken history. How many Rawlings Gold Glove awards has a future Hall of Famer won? The answer is 2. 1991 and 1992. So what, Rip? It's been 9 years? It's a tough room you've been dealing with. Little flare. That's going to be grabbed at second base.
Ooh, nice play.
This kid right here, the second baseman, is the jack of all trades. Coach says he'll play anywhere I ask him to play, and he plays them all well. That's always nice to have on a team that can bounce around and play different positions.
Sun Jin Oh to the plate. And Cal, let me ask you, the 2 Gold Gloves, where did they rank in terms of all the other awards that you've gotten? How important is your defense to you?
Well, I think ever since I was moved to shortstop, the offense seemed to overshadow the defense, and the defense was always very important.
Well, just as we're talking about.
Yeah, speaking of Gold Gloves,
Cal's Gold Glove artistry at short, we get a little from Tyler Hatfield.
That's as good as a play as you'll see and need to be made right there.
And this game stays 3-2 as we move to the bottom of the third in Vincennes, Indiana. Seattle Mariner right-hander Aaron Seeley fondly recalls pitching for the North Kitsap Babe Ruth League in the early 80s.
I remember throwing a no-hitter in a playoff game on a Babe Ruth, Babe Ruth League team, and the funny thing about that is we didn't win the tournament. We kept losing to the same group of kids every year, but we were able to develop as a team. I mean, those kids that I played on, we played together on a high school team. And over those years, we learned, hey, this other team is really good, and we learned how to play, and we gained a little confidence. And by the time we were seniors, we beat that team out and went on and won the state championship.
And Aaron Seeley's team poised maybe to win a championship this year. They're 94-36.
Is that good?
That's pretty good.
Okay, just checking.
Aaron Seeley, a guy, of course, with a terrific curveball, and this man, the young man on the mound for Team Korea, has shown us a pretty good hook as well. Do Young Jung survived a rocky first inning, bounced back nicely in the second.
Oh, that ball's driven.
Hatfield into the alley. Maybe we spoke too soon about settling down. He's rumbling in a second with a leadoff double.
This team can swing the bats. These guys hit some balls hard.
2 doubles in the tournament to go with a pair of triples for Taylor Hatfield.
That aluminum bat sound could be heard all the way to Camden Yards.
He got a fastball right down Broadway, and he didn't miss it. Short off the fence right there. You got your best hitter coming up right now in Levinson.
Levinson safe on an infield hit in the first. Now, Levinson made a diving catch in the 6th and final inning of this morning's semifinal. Pretty much cemented his spot on the all-tournament team. And he clips this one foul. The count levels 1-1. Again, we've got a pair of Ripkens along for the ride today. Billy Ripken here in Vincennes, and Cal Ripken, for whom this World Series is named, joining us live from Baltimore. Levinson taking it, squirts away, but not far enough away for advancement.
Junior, I know you were here during the home run derby, and I was throwing that derby, and I could hear you saying sometimes, nice take. I'm just amazed at these kids, how comfortable they look in the batter's box, and they don't really offer it too many bad pitches.
Well, that's the key thing. A nice take refers to the ability to see the ball.
Levinson seeing that one just fine. It takes off to the alley. He has traded places with his best friend, Mr. Hatfield. And Lexington, Kentucky has tied the game.
That was a pretty swing.
You hit that ball hard because it's very rare that you see a line drive go between the shortstop and third baseman actually get by the left fielder. Got a fastball down, and he went down and got it. Good, quick, short swing.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, the key to hitting is to make sure that you see the ball. And recognizing the ball, a lot of times can be seen in your take. And then the home run contest, when they took pitches just a little bit off the plate, a little high, you knew they were really zoned in.
I heard there were some bombs hit at that thing, huh?
Bombs. I think some of those balls would have gone out of Camden Yards, actually.
I'm agreeing. There was one ball in particular that I think could have made it out of Camden.
Our dimensions are a little bigger there than the normal 200 feet, but those kids were making those dimensions really small.
Well, this man at the plate, Tyler Oliver, a 270-foot laser beam to straightaway center in the semifinal against Oakland on Friday night.
He climbed up on a high heater of a kid throwing hard.
That one
was
rides
that big
in
Aaron
for a strike.
throwing? Was Aaron pitching that game, Bill?
No, sir.
I think the thing you appreciate about Tyler Oliver, this man at the plate, he is very careful to spread the credit around to his teammates.
Oh, my.
A shot but right to short.
That's one thing about this game. You can do everything right up at home plate. See the ball, make a good swing, hit it on the button, and sometimes that doesn't always equate into a hit. And right here you find out he did everything right. A breaking ball he waited on, smashed it, but one thing you can't do is guide it. He hit it right at the shortstop, and he made a good play to catch that ball. That ball was a rocket.
That's a pitcher's best friend right there.
They say they all even out, but I still disagree.
That ball is fouled, and the count 0-1. We've chatted about Cal Ripken division of the Babe Ruth League and what that means. Ron Tellison is the president and CEO of the Babe Ruth League, and he joins us to chat a little bit about the Babe Ruth League. 50 years in running, Ron. That's pretty good stuff.
It sure is. We just celebrated 50 years, and we're very proud to have the 50th World Series held in Hamilton Township, New Jersey, and that's where the program all started to play. And you know, when you think about it, at one time when we had start out with 10 teams and 150 players, and today have over 1 million players, that's unbelievable. Just a little bit on Josh there is that the Cal Ripken program used to be 450,000, is now growing closer to 700,000.
Wow.
And that's just great to have the name Cal Ripken go in with Babe Ruth. How could you have two greater names than that?
Langfell's a rip and a miss, and we should mention too that there is now something called the Parents of the Year.
Oh yeah, very much so, and we're very honored that we had Cal Jr. and Bill Ripken's mom named the first graduate of the year of Babe Ruth baseball. And Vi Ripken came to our World Series of Champions banquet in Hamilton Township, New Jersey, to be honored, and that was a great thrill for Babe Ruth baseball.
You got an MVP mom, Rip.
I believe so.
No argument from me.
I don't think we'd have done what we'd have done if we didn't have Mom.
Ball and a strike now. The count to Kruger in a 3-3 tie.
You know, Josh, the program.
She was the real baseball encyclopedia.
Okay, the program, you know, really came to name Cal Ripken Jr. Really started out with the dad, and that was done because of the Chevy truck clinics. And then Cal Jr. could see that we both had the same vision of making the game fun to the Ripken way, and here we are today with the Cal Ripken World Series, full house in Vincennes, Indiana. Cal Jr., what more could we want?
Well, Ron, it's been an awesome experience, I think, for everybody concerned.
Well, very much so, and you know, again, you know, just to have Cal Jr. come to the World Series and mingle with the players and speak to them, have their picture taken with them. You know, what a thrill they will go home with. And as Cal Jr. told them at breakfast, you all will leave as champions, and you know, they really are all leaving as champions.
Well, Ron, great work to all of your committee. Thank you very much for your hospitality. It's been awesome here.
Ooh, got him.
The hook riding in, and yes, that is the final out of the inning. Do Young Jung, after giving up a run, settles down and got the line drive and a couple strikeouts. We are now tied 3-3. The championship game at the Cal Ripken World Series, Korea and the U.S. tied up 3-3. The game summary brought to you by Rawlings. And the United States getting those back-to-back doubles in the third. But first, they got it done in the first. Jason Langfelds now hitting .450 for the tournament. It was 2-0 after one, but Korea stringing together those singles. Got that one from Sun Jin Oh. And then some infield as singles. Hunwook Cho, Young Sol Park. Coming up with the runs batted in. Korea vaulted on top 3-2, but now it is 3-3 and very much in the capable right hand of 12-year-old Joe Levinson. And we should again make that distinction. There are a handful of 13-year-olds in this tournament. The rule is you have to have been born after July 31st, 1988 to qualify for inclusion today. So we have seen some August birthdays spinning the odometer to 13 years old for some of these guys. And now into the fourth inning, Young Ho Cho, the bottom third of the Korean order. Ground ball to second, and the defense is starting to settle down as we get to the middle of the game.
There's the jack of all trades. Started out at short and moves over to second after the pitch and change. And like the manager said, we put him anywhere, and he does a good job for me.
You know, we are simply calling this Korean team Team Korea. Here's another chance at second base. No play this time. A quick bobble. I was just about to say, Billy, and Cal both, Coach Dong-Ho Kim has nicknamed this team Tokye, the Rabbits. He says they are that quick and that hungry. And kind of like Ichiro kind of scares you into making mistakes, I suppose. I think that's what Korea can do.
Well, knowing when you're playing defense and you have a guy that has a little bit of foot speed, when there's a ball in question about, do I have to get this right away, that puts a lot of pressure on you.
There's some...
Oh, my!
5-4-3 round it goes.
It don't get any better than that.
Lexington, Kentucky flashing some leather. And we stay tied 3-3. Team USA coming up next. And note the Vincennes, Indiana hat that Cal was sporting. We're actually in the bottom of the fourth inning. As we move along and watch Chad Kruger settle in at the plate. Actually, check that. Tyler Polley leading things off, bottom third of the order. And Tyler Polley, the nephew of former Braves and Yankees pitcher Dale Polley, who faced both the Ripkens back in the day.
Mm-hmm. This has the makings of a really nice championship game. Could be a nail-biter before it's all over.
Well, this fella, Tyler Polley, we had started to mention last time up, had struck out 5 times in a row, but was telling us that his Uncle Dale, who did pitch in the big leagues for 3 years, has been very committed to telling him about staying the course, not giving up.
Oh, there it is.
And looky here, he drives it into right center. Polley, who had the 5 consecutive strikeouts.
Oh, you better get back. Oh, they gave it to him.
He is safe at second after the overrun.
That's what happens sometimes when you strike out 5 times in a row. You forget about being on base.
That's a beautiful thing, though, isn't it? I mean, here's a guy that was demoted in the lineup from 6th down to 7th and then to 8th, and he rips it almost to the base of the wall.
That's a big hit. I don't know if you heard me, but I said that could be 3. That's the only time I think of a 3 anymore, because I don't think I have the capacity to get the 3rd when I hit a ball in the gap. Uh-oh, back.
Now you can hear in the background too, the coach John Warner. And meantime, on the first base, line, the Korean coach, Dong-ho Kim, called together the infield.
You're down here.
Cal, I know that you're passionate not just about teaching the kids the proper way to go about their business in the game, but is it fair to say to coach the coaches is also a function of what you're putting together here?
I hope that wasn't for me, Josh, because I'm having trouble hearing you.
We'll re-rack it and do it again. Just talking about the coaches, and both of them seem to have a pretty good lift when they're talking to their kids, very positive. I know that you preach not just the kids staying positive, but the coaches obviously need to stay positive too.
Oh, absolutely. The environment, you should try to deflate the pressure. And I know sometimes with the competition, emotions start to come to the surface. But if you have a good rapport with your team and you know them and you keep calm, that's the direction that your team will follow. And when you go to the mound, you want to have a calming influence and let them enjoy the experience and let their talents come out. And it's really critical at the early ages because they're just learning. And if you overreact as a parent or a coach, you can be doing a lot of damage.
Are coaches coachable? I mean, is that part of the mission for the Cal Ripken division?
Absolutely, and I think it's imperative because volunteers are good. We all need people to put in time, but not everybody has the opportunity to learn about baseball and learn how to teach kids at different levels. I'm not going to say that I know it all. I've experienced it, and I've had the encyclopedia of baseball as a dad who didn't sit out and try to make us be a baseball player. But we have opinions, and we like to share those with the coaches and with the parents and create a better atmosphere, a more fun atmosphere where the kid will want to play baseball a little bit longer.
The whole secret with that is the volunteers that come into play in baseball. Most of them are just good parents. They want to spend time with their kids and they want to do things with their kids. And we feel strong enough if we can give them, the coaches, 1 or 2 or maybe 3 or 4 solid fundamental tips, that's going to help them because then they can go out and relay that to the kids.
Yeah, it's just a matter of suggestions. There's no perfect way to teach baseball, but there's certain principles, certain philosophies that we feel strong about, and we'd like to pass those on.
1-2 pitch. Curveball got him. And the first out of the 4th inning. Cal, did young Brandon Lyon have something like this for the Toronto Blue Jays today?
Well, I'm trying to see. That's a pretty nasty curveball, the kind that goes straight down, has a good rotation from over the top, and if you don't pick it up right away, it's very difficult to stay on.
Infield in on the left side now with a runner at second base, 1 out. We're tied at 3.
Got the first guy on, which is important for a rally, and especially when you get him on second base. But now they failed to advance him. Now they have to drive him in from second.
Pretty unusual configuration with the shortstop playing in on the grass with a man on second base. I don't think I've ever seen this one before.
What do you think the logic is?
I don't know, unless they know something I don't. But you got a man on second, you got your shortstop playing in on the grass. Okay, now he's moving back. I think he must have thought that the runner got moved over to third base and he was going to come in and cut off a run.
Luke Casey has not hit a ball out of the infield in the last couple games. Number 9, a hitter in the order. Tags that one up and out of play. But we have seen so many times in this series, and heck, we just saw it from Tyler Polley. You can go 5-6 at bats without your best stuff and then come right back and be a hero.
I mean, the rule is if you walk up to home plate and you step into the batter's box and you got a bat in your hand, you can be dangerous and you can do damage. And it's nice to see the guys that are scuffling come through with a big hit.
Not this time. After the leadoff double, 2 strikeouts. And we'll see if Do-Young Jung can do it once more to Eric Mueller to escape the inning.
There's one of the breaking balls that Cal's talking about again. He really gets up on top of it and has a nice downward break. It's a tough pitch to hit for these youngsters.
It seems his plan is to get ahead with his fastball, maybe go away and go up, and then finish off the hitter with his breaking ball.
Mueller over to short, and the play is to first. Correa is out of the inning, and the poise of Do-Young Jung continues to be on display. This thing stays tied from Vincennes, Indiana. Last month, Phillies rookie shortstop Jimmy Rollins played in the All-Star game and showed why he was the National League leader in stolen bases. Back in 1990, he led his Oakland team to the Bambino League World Series.
I hit 4 home runs in that World Series, which I believe at that time was like the Babe Ruth record. You know, those are things, you know, I'll be in a book for.
Jimmy Rollins at the All-Star game. Of course, Cal Ripken at his final All-Star game in his final season. Cal, do you still think back on that? I mean, I know it was now 6 weeks ago, but that still must be such an incredible memory for you.
Well, that was a great experience. I value the All-Star game so much, and the opportunity to go as a player and be with players like Jimmy Rollins and just meet him and see him play a little bit more. And I've enjoyed it so many times that I really want to get back one more time and to do something significant in the game that ended up resulting in a home run and the ovation and the celebration and being part of the winning team. That just made it really special. It was a great last All-Star game for sure.
Hitting the home run off the man who is the hero of this current batter, Du Young Jung. And there it went.
I was just sitting there in the shadows thinking, okay, be calm, try to let the ball come to you. I can't see it too well, and put a nice smooth swing on it.
He got it. He did. Just
like that swing.
Just as we're talking about Cal's dramatic home run. It is Du Young Jung who hits a scorcher out of here to give Korea the lead.
He is their power man right there.
I wonder if he was thinking the same thing I was at the All-Star game. Nice, smooth, easy swing.
I don't know, but it's rare that you see a guy hit a homer and actually pick up his bat before he crosses home plate. That's nice right there.
Well, you said he does it all.
Look at this swing. Wow.
There it is.
Look at his head stay down on the ball. That's a good swing right there. That's their one guy. That's their deep threat right there, and he proved it again.
Du Young Jung, also the starting pitcher in this game, as he was yesterday. You mentioned, Billy, he's got pop, and we asked the manager, Dong Ho Kim, why is he batting leadoff if he's got the most pop? Deep in the hole, nice play, but not in time. And Coach Kim telling us it's to ensure no one pitches around him. Right. You got to throw the ball.
And one thing about that is when you lead off, you only lead off once a game. You're the leadoff hitter once, but he happens to come off and he leads off this inning right here. And you'd hate to pitch around him in that situation. He got a good pitch to hit, and he didn't miss it.
Yeah. There's another advantage, too. You ensure that you get one of your best hitters to the plate another time. When you're leading off in our game, normally you get 4 at-bats a game. Sometimes the leadoff hitter gets 5 a game. So you might get an extra bat for your best hitter.
And the best hitter we're speaking of, Du Young Jung, his best friend at the plate right now, Jae-Hoon Sheh. That battery, we talked about it, Billy. The pitcher and the catcher we thought might be the keys for Korea. And indeed the pitcher, Du Young Jung, 2 for 3 with a pair of RBI. And right now on line for the victory. Seems like the catcher Sheh's called a pretty good game too. And he now wraps a single in the left. Well, that battery is doing it.
Yes. So, Josh, what you're saying is you and Billy are really smart and you figured it out and you made the prediction for the game?
You all right, Joe?
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Come on, Joe.
That's it exactly.
I couldn't have said it any better.
That's right.
Thomas, know what you're doing on a bunt here. Taylor, know where you're going. Taylor, you got to be here on a bunt.
It's a big chance for Korea right here to put together a pretty big inning.
No bunt. Woo. He's swinging and almost catching the line. That's foul. And we talked about this cleanup hitter, Hyung-Jung Lee. Not the quintessential cleanup hitter in that he doesn't have the most power, but he does make the most contact.
Might be the right man to have in this spot right now.
Everything's shaking out well here in the 5th inning for this currently undefeated Team Korea.
You know, sometimes in a youth game, a bunt can create pressure and put pressure on the defense, but also if you go for the bunt, sometimes you only get 1 run out of the bunt. And if you go to swing the bat, you can create a big inning and ultimately maybe win the game in that 1 inning.
So which one you dialing up here, Cal? You want the bunt or you want to swing?
The way that he's swinging the bat, I like to swing. It's an aggressive approach right now. He's hitting in the middle of that order for a reason. I wouldn't want to take the bat out of his hands.
Right now he's in a prime hitting count right here. See if he can get one he likes and do a little bit of damage.
Trying to check, and he could not. The count is full.
Come back and get him.
A little over anxious there. 3-1 pitch. I think I do it twice a day. You want to hit so bad that you expand the strike zone.
Lee, a swing. He couldn't get it. And a big first out in the inning.
He helped him out here on this 3-1 pitch and chased a high ball. He tried to check up on it, and then the 3-2 pitch came. Low fastball, had a little sink on it, and just didn't get it.
Du-San Jung taking down and called the strike.
Du-San Jang, the first baseman, at the plate.
How do you say strong again, Josh?
Shim Seda.
Okay.
He is strong.
All right. Let's see if we can do it again.
There's one.
He did it again.
There's two.
Oh, my goodness.
He is strong, but he is also out. A double play to end it, but not before Korea grabs the lead. They got the home run from their star, Du-Young Jung. It's 4-3. The Cal Ripken World Series, the champion gets its beautiful trophy, and right now it is literally anybody's game. A 6-inning game. We're in the 5th, and a 4-3 lead for Team Korea right now. We're not sure which of these players will advance to become major leaguers, but from out of the Babe Ruth League, there have been many.
I really do think that what you're doing for Babe Ruth baseball is a wonderful thing. Anytime you give back to the youth, it's very positive, and you've been a positive role model for everybody.
I think it's a big honor, and it's great, all the things that you're doing for Babe Ruth League baseball.
Cal, how you doing? There's Alex here in Texas. Just want to say what you're doing now is very admirable with Babe Ruth baseball, and you continue your excellence off the field with youth baseball. I think it's a great thing that you're doing. And as far as you leaving, I'm glad you're not going to be playing anymore, so you don't steal any more of my hits in the shortstop hole over there. So best of luck to you, and thanks.
Safe to say that's a mutual admiration society right there, Cal, you and A-Rod?
Oh, absolutely. There were very nice things to say, and I think as baseball players you recognize the fact that you do have a certain influence on kids, and I think a lot of those guys feel the same way that I do. With this league and an opportunity, baseball's put you out there, and now it's an opportunity to do something good. Tomorrow's big league players are the guys playing right here in this game today. Maybe literally.
This is going to be a big inning right here for Korea. You got the 2-3-4 coming up. If they can have a quick inning in the 5th, that would eliminate them maybe from coming up in the 6th inning. But this is a big inning for Korea right now with these three guys coming up leading off the inning.
That was Taylor Hatfield's mom, Cindy, that you just saw clapping, trying to get this inning going. Jung carving up the inside corner, though, and it's 1-2.
So that was a great point, Billy, because sometimes the 8th inning in our game is more important than the 9th inning, and sometimes you have a tendency to want to bring in the closer to face the middle of the order in 8th and try to figure out how to get the 9th. In this particular situation, the big guns are coming up here in the 5th, so this becomes the critical inning.
So far he's made some pretty good pitches on him too, tied him up with a couple fastballs in, hadn't let him swing the bat yet. He's coming in again, it looks like.
And it's flared foul back to the net.
It's amazing these kids, how precise they can be. You got ahead of him 1-2 in, and the catcher sets up away, misses off the plate away, and he comes right back in 2-2 and makes a good pitch, and had to make a good swing to spoil that. He's coming in again.
And it's spoiled again. Taylor Hatfield, remember, had the go-ahead home run in the 5th inning of the semifinal game just 6 hours ago. Here he is in the 5th inning once again.
This guy, you tell, he just has a real good idea up at home plate. This kid can swing the bat.
As Dad used to say, baseball's a game of adjustments, and then you have to readjust. It seems like that's what's taking place between the hitter and the pitcher right now.
Tied him up. He came back in there to put him away.
5 strikeouts for Jung to this point. Actually, 8 strikeouts for Jung at this point. And it was his home run in the 5th that gave Korea the lead. Well, it doesn't seem like you're slowing down, does it?
I think they've made a few adjustments like Cal was talking about. Both the balls that were hit, these two guys' last at bats were balls out over the plate, and they seem to make an effort right here. They want to tie up these big kids and see what they can do with the inside fastball.
Levinson spun out of the way.
They certainly have a game plan there. Again, a lot of times the power now, especially with aluminum bats, is out over the plate. And if a pitcher can effectively move the ball in and then move it back away, it gives the hitters a little bit more fits. They are coming in.
That's Joe Levinson's dad, by the way. That's Andy Levinson, who cringed this morning when his son was hit in the right wrist with a pitch. But not only is he still in this championship game this afternoon, he's even pitched 3 1/3 innings. Jung with the 1-2.
Spoiled a good breaking ball right there.
That's guarding the plate right there. And effectively pitching in sometimes makes that curveball that much better too, because you have to respect the velocity and the fastball in, and sometimes you have a tendency to cheat a little bit, and that makes the breaking ball that much better.
Like that.
Yep, there's that breaking ball. Levinson turned around as if to say, man, were you impressed by that too?
He had his one fastball to hit, and fouled it off, and then they went back away from him and throwing the breaking ball. That's a pretty good breaking ball right there. He just couldn't hold up.
They certainly made an impression on the inside fastball. And again, you get a little jumpy and you cheat a little bit, and you can't hold up on that breaking ball. That's just baseball.
2 down in the inning on a couple of strikeouts. Do-Young Jung, 3 innings on Friday, 3 yesterday. He is looking to go through a full 5 this afternoon in the game that means the most.
Here we go, Tyler. Here we go, Tyler. Come on, Tyler, working hard, Tyler.
They're definitely trying to come in on these big kids, these 2, 3, 4 hitters. It seems to be tying them up right now.
Rob Oliver, Tyler's dad. Lexington just about a 3-hour drive away from here. Seoul, Korea, 16 hours through the air. So
and a little bit longer to drive. Wouldn't quite make that drive, I don't think.
Fastball hums inside, 2-1.
It's amazing.
On the monitor, that looked pretty close.
Yeah.
How'd it look from there?
It looked good. It amazes me the precision this kid has. When they move in, he throws it in. He moves away, he gets it away. They're just constantly coming in on
it. There it is.
Count goes to 2-2. You saw it at 67 miles an hour. That's from 46 feet away.
It's firm. They look like they have a plan. They want to come after inside on these guys. He thought it looked good. He tried to hold up, just couldn't do it.
Josh, how fast did you say that was?
We had it at 67 on the gun here.
I was there on Monday, and I was trying to figure out my my math skills, and I was sitting up in the booth trying to figure out what the reaction time would be at our distance.
That ball travels just inside the bag at third, and big Tyler Oliver into second base. He has got a 2-out double.
He tried the same thing right there that he did to the hitter before, and just didn't get his breaking ball away enough. Left it out over the plate. Big man had a good swing on it, hit hard down the third baseline for a double.
And Cal, you're right, 67 miles an hour from 46 away. I didn't major in math myself, but I mean, if you prorate it out, that's got to be about like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, right?
Well, I would imagine. I think my formula, I was trying to figure out because Big Aaron from Oakland, I think, was throwing 79 miles an hour, and I was curious to figure out what that would be. That almost seems unfair at that distance, and it probably zooms up to about 103 maybe, or 104 from our distance, and I don't think we have anybody in the big leagues that throws 103 or 104 now. But probably the average fastball is probably around 90, 91, 92, and many guys throw 95. So I would imagine The speed, if you get up around 95, you're talking about someone with an extreme fastball at that distance, at 46 feet.
Next year, as you see, we will get a more accurate read.
Oh, we got him.
It did. Langfells is hit.
Well, that's the danger when you try to go inside. If you miss inside, you hit someone.
Right here. Right here, I see right here.
In the second to last inning of the championship game, Langfells, you talked about his versatility, Billy, and taking one for the team right there. It'll be 2 on, 2 out.
You run.
You hear the coach. Here's the pitch right here. Heater in, trying to go in again.
Do that.
That's pretty much all elbow right there.
Back in.
Well, sometimes we have a saying that there's good spots to be hit and there's bad spots to be hit. If you get hit on that elbow, sometimes that presents a problem. That's one of the bad spots. If you get hit on the big part of the arm, maybe your tricep or even in your back, you have a lot of muscle that can help protect.
Larry Langfells, the father of the young man hit by the pitch, and Daniel Palombi is going to come on to pinch run. He will be the go-ahead man now with 2 out. 5th inning. This is the inning in which South Lexington was able to pull away in this morning's semifinal, and they did it with some 2-out thunder. Chad Kruger will look to provide that thunder. And he does. Right field.
It's here.
They're telling him.
Oh, they tried to get him. Oh, here comes a play.
In there, head first safely to tie it.
Oh.
A moment's hesitation.
This happened in the tournament before where Korea plays so shallow in right field that they've actually gotten some outs at first base. But they seem to forget about that runner on second base that had a chance to score on that one.
Yeah, Hyung-Jun Lee threw out a Canadian hitter at first last night on a single. This time,
solid base hit to right field, and he's coming up trying to get that out. Just a little bit late. And the first baseman looking at the umpire for the call.
Here's a great slide.
Oof. That was not the perfect landing right there.
And the pinch runner, Palombi, now is the go-ahead man at third.
If you're the person sliding in the home run, if you're safe, that was a good slide.
A good slide.
Now the runner taking off from first to second, and we saw that a lot in the first inning. Chad Kruger, the big guy, with his second steal of the afternoon. That's the catcher running down there.
Well, we said this was going to be a big inning. This might have been the best opportunity to score runs with the meteor order coming up. But I didn't expect it to be a 2-out rally.
No, and remember, Tyler Polley, we talked about him a little bit before. Kind of down on his luck. Had struck out 5 straight times. Got the pick-me-up call from his uncle. Said to hang in there, and he's had a great game.
Oh, it's a good swing right there.
Isn't it amazing when you come back and you score a run how the whole body language and your aggressiveness and your confidence automatically changes. They seem to see more hope, and all of a sudden now they go up there with more of a mission. When you're down, you feel a little bit of sad and you feel a little bit desperate, but right now they feel confident.
68-mile-an-hour fastball down too low, and that's Tyler Polley's dad. That's Bobby Polley, who's made the trip in from Lexington.
Chance right here. Be a big hero.
Stroked back this way out of play, 2-2. And watch the senior, Mr. Polley, react.
Oh.
Tyler Polley, the lightest of all the players on the team, barely 100 pounds. Leans away from that one.
I'm sure it's more agonizing for the parents that are watching the game than for the kids that are playing it.
He's even getting support from the other parents behind him. He can do it. He can do it.
It gets away. And here comes the run from third. Palumbi, the pinch runner, scores.
They're trying another one.
Ball gets away. Play at the plate. Safe there, too.
He is.
And now scampering down to second. Look at them go, Tyler Polley. And of all things, it's a walk and a wild pitch that vaults the U.S. into the lead with 3 outs left to get.
All that happened too quick for me.
Check it out. There's the walk, the wild pitch.
Errant throw. The guy on third had his head up, always knowing where the baseball was. Close play at the plate, he makes it.
Oh, Michael, stay sitting here. Got a big run out
there. I'm jealous of you guys. You get to take it all in there.
That's kind of what it's all about right here.
We do a good job on TV presenting the game, but there's nothing like being there and being a part of that excitement.
And there was some serious jumping around right behind that dugout on the South Lexington side. We'll get a pinch hitter now, Michael Ciampa. A guy that's got a little Billy Ripken in him, by the way. He was asked his favorite book, and he responded, "Are you for real?"
All right, that's true. He's wearing 3 too. I got to wear that every now and then.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, Cal helped make Baltimore the city that reads. We'll get the brochure out to Michael Ciampa. 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, a scheduled 6-inning championship game.
You know, the other side of the excitement is the sadness a little bit when you're the team that, in this particular case, it's the Korean team. And the Korean team really handles themselves very well. They almost seem like a professional team when you watch it. The expression doesn't change. They don't get too high when things are going well. They don't get too low when things aren't. They've handled themselves beautifully, but you can see in the expression in their faces that they're a little bit disappointed right now.
Now, Do-Young Jung, who again pitched 3 innings yesterday, 2 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts, and was revving up towards 10 strikeouts today, but he won't complete it. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we return. U.S. going in front now with a 3-run bottom of the 5th inning, and the shades of what they did this morning, a 3-run 5th inning to steal a spot in this final game. And the call to the bullpen, they go and they get Hunju She. He came on the pitch in the 4th inning last night. And a pinch runner enters action as well for the U.S. entry, Drew Carpenter, who tells us he's a big fan of Ichiro. Let's see if he can run a little bit like him. He represents some insurance. And at the plate, we mentioned, it is going to be Michael Ciampa, the pinch hitting for Thomas Royce.
All this runs were scored with 2 outs, too. Got the first 2 outs quick, and sometimes that 3rd out's the hardest one to get. Right now, it's proven to be.
First 2 outs indeed were strikeouts, the 8th and 9th of the game for Do-Young Jung. Ciampa trying to check, he could not. His mom Tina watching on. And after the 2 strikeouts, guys, the double, the hit batsman, the single to score a run, then the walk/wild pitch to drive in 2.
I think probably the hit by pitch might have been the ultimate turning point. The double was a good at bat, and he battled very difficult and hit a good low breaking ball for a hit. But it seemed like when the hit by pitch put the runners in scoring position, put the guys on base, and maybe affected the ability to pitch inside after that. And when he threw the ball out over the plate a little bit more, there's a better chance to get it hit.
We'll go to the winner of the split the pot. We'll give it to you after this batter.
It certainly seemed like that hit by pitch was a turning point in that inning.
It also could have affected the pitcher.
Little pop-up.
A little bit. It's a nice solid play right there to end the inning.
Han Wook Cho takes care of it, but now 3 outs to go before the United States team is able to claim the Cal Ripken World Series title. Into the 6th inning, which is the final scheduled inning of this championship game, the Cal Ripken World Series. Last year, the United States entry from West Palm Beach, Florida, was able to shut out Korea 3-0. This year, Korea enjoying leads of 3-2 and 4-3, but unable to hold it. And Joe Levinson will try to bring it home. He's been on since the second inning. And keep in mind, pitched 3 innings this morning as well, as he steered Lexington, Kentucky, past New Orleans, Louisiana. And here we go, 3 outs to get. Sun Jin-Oh.
It certainly can be a grueling World Series for these kids, but at this point, maybe the adrenaline will kick in. It's the last inning. We'll see what kind of effect that has on the pitcher right now, because sometimes if you can't control that excitement, you get a little wild. But I don't think they're thinking about being tired right now.
No, I'm with you, Cal. I mean, this team, remember, had a 6 a.m. wake-up call today for the 9 a.m. semifinal game. Going upstairs with some cheese. It's 1-2. Well, they played until 11 a.m. They went out for a quick lunch at the Golden Arches. And came on back with a couple hours to spare, ready to go and get that championship. And make no mistake, there are friendships that have been forged between these two teams, South Lexington and Korea. Down the line at third, that is fair. Just over the line. Ralph Muscat, the third base umpire, said so. As the ball rattles around out there, thoughts of 3 bases, but instead it'll be 2 for Sun Jin-Oh.
Yeah. You always have hope in the game of baseball, and for the Korean team, they want to get their first runner on, and that was ball right down the line. Looked like it got, I don't know if he touched it before it got to the bag, but it looked like from my angle it might have just barely went over the corner of the bag. Fair ball.
You got third on a bunt. You got third on a bunt.
Yong Ho Cho, and no sign of the bunt quite yet.
Well, he represents a tying run. He could use the bunt for the base hit to get on, and maybe create an inning with and a little momentum.
That pitch scrapes the corner. Yeah, the 2 Chos, no relation. Yong Ho Cho, Han Wook Cho, the double play combination. We've seen them both drop down some bunts in this series for base hits. That one squirts over the corner, and Levinson makes it a 1-2 count, looking for the first out here in the 6th inning.
I know many times I've been in that situation where you have a lead and you just want to get that first out. If you're on defense or you're on the mound, when you get that first out, you feel a little bit better. And conversely, if you're on the offensive side, you want to try to keep the pressure on and get that first guy on base and make them a little bit tighter.
And now coming back, it's 68 miles an hour. That's the best fastball we've seen from Levinson. And he is pitching into a 4th inning of work in this game.
Well, I can certainly understand why this is the hardest fastball we've seen. He probably humped back, reached back for all he had, and the adrenaline and the excitement allowed him to throw the ball a little bit faster. But that was a perfect pitch for a 2-strike fastball.
A little dribbler, stabbed at first. Levinson to the bag, and he quickly checks the runner, who is now at third. 2 outs and 1 left before South Lexington, Kentucky will celebrate a championship here in Vincennes.
Well, I was gonna say there probably was a deep relief when he got the first out, and didn't take long to get the second. So they're standing right on one out away from the championship.
And this Korean team with 2 home runs, 13 stolen bases for the tournament. Their big home run hitter is on deck. That's Do Young-jung. Right now it's the number 9 hitter due up, Young-Sol Park. And we'll see if he actually comes up and hits, or if they will substitute here. They may.
Well, that brings back that interesting point about placing him as the leadoff hitter. It's the job of the 9th hitter now to get on base and give their best hitter a chance to have the game in his hands. And by being the leadoff hitter, it might give him 1 more at bat that otherwise he wouldn't have if he was hitting 3rd or 4th.
The pinch hitter will be Daeun Ri. And he checks, he takes the fastball low. And on appeal, they'll say he went. It's 0-1. What a day for these kids from South Lexington. They had to win to get in this afternoon. Korea got to play last night. They're well rested. Lexington, because of the wet weather yesterday and the lateness of the hour, their semifinal pushed into this morning. They will remember August 26, 2001 for a while. And Cal, I think, as much as Taylor Hatfield got him into this game, it'll be Joe Levinson that gets him through the finale, if indeed they hang on. He came on right as you joined us back in the second inning. He's been pitching ever since.
Yeah, I happened to see him come on and put out the fire, and there was some momentum for the Korean team.
Play at the plate to end it. How about that?
Oh!
The United States is the champion. South Lexington, Kentucky, by a final of 6-4. And Cal, you saw the littlest man on the field, young Mr. Tyler Polley, the first to scramble out there and thump the big guys around on the back. It was he who worked the walk and created the chaos on the bases, the big play of the game to break it open in the fifth inning.
Absolutely. I'm just taking in the whole celebration. The excitement generated by a win or by the World Series. Everybody's just enjoying it. And this last play, you know, you don't represent the tying run yet, but it seemed like it was going to be a play that he would easily score. But they executed the catcher came back, picked the ball up cleanly off the backstop, gave a good, nice throw to the pitcher covering, and there's the final out.
And he spikes it in the back of the end zone, too. How appropriate that it ended in the arms of your star of the game, Joe Levinson. The United States has beaten Korea in the championship.